And welcome, folks, to the Sorry about the technical difficulties there, but welcome to the Grant Center. This is live at Averett Sports Network here. Your Averett men's basketball team going up against William Peace University in a conference matchup. And my name is Eddie Glenn. I'll be joined momentarily by Brent Hammer. I'm here with the Buffalo Wild Wings pregame show. Welcome to Buffalo Wild Wings pregame show. Looking for the perfect spot to watch the big game and eat the best chicken wings in town? Head on over to Buffalo Wild Wings, located on Riverside Drive in Danville. I'm here with the Trophy and Science Center refresher of last week's game. And the last game that the men played was at Covenant. They lost by 4 points, a 67-63 loss in the conference, which hurt them because they were tied for first place. So the men are going to have to win their next two games, which luckily will be at home, this being one of them and the other one being against Maryville at home on Saturday at 2 o'clock. But the men, are going to look to win this game and avenge a loss from earlier this season and look to beat this William Peace team, which is a really good team. And Averett is 2-5 all time against William Peace. So Averett will look to move into 3-5 all time and overcome the odds. I'm here at the Woodall Auto Mall, keys to a Cougar victory. The Cougars are going to have to slow down the Pacers' three-point shooting. The Pacers are a very good three-point shooting team, and if they get hot and stay hot, it will be a long game for this Cougars. So if they can slow down the three-point ability, then they will be good. But we're going to go and we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back here with you at the Averett Sports Network.
Hello. Test 1, 2, 3.
and welcome to the Averett Sports Network. My name is Eddie Glenn, and I am joined here by Brent Hammer. Just 3.5 minutes until tip-off, but in the meantime, I'm here with the SDR Construction breakdown of today's game. Brent, like I mentioned earlier, they're going to have to stop William Peace's three-point shooting ability, and as long as they can stop that and make them attack the rim, then I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, I think you're right. As you said earlier, that they're very lethal from outside, and that I think maybe if we can force them into an uncomfortable position where they're not comfortable taking shots inside the paint, and then force them inside to Charles and Mariba, then I think we'll come out with a win.
And we're going to have to rebound the ball, as if they're going to take a lot of three-point shots, they're going to miss some. It's inevitable. So we're going to have to rebound and get in transition and convert those points. So, and to go along with those rebounds, Charles Bryant, we can't just not mention him. He's got 840 career rebounds. He's 8 away from tying the school record, 9 away from breaking that record. Charles Bryant averages 10 rebounds a game. So we look projected for him to break that record here tonight, which would be momentous because the next game is senior night, and he could go into senior night with the rebounding record. So, momentous night for Charles Bryant if he can get that record. If not, we still need the win here tonight to stay tied for first place. But, yeah, Brent?
Daddy, you're right. It would be a momentous occasion for Charles to break that record here at home. I mean, if he doesn't get it tonight, he's for sure going to break it at senior night.
Definitely. And, Brent, we're going to take one more quick break, and in about a minute and 10 seconds, we're going to bring you the national anthem and the tip-off to this ball game. And we are back again, the Buffalo Wild Wings pregame show here at the Grant Center. In about 20 seconds, we're going to have the national anthem, so we're going to stand up and we're going to give you that, and then we'll have the tip-off. And folks, what a beautiful playing of the national anthem there by the clarinet quartet of the Averett Band. But Brent, we're going to bring the starting five, the Dally 7 starting five for each team. I'll start off with William Peace, and you can take Averett first off. Number 13, Ryan Emfinger. Number 15, Jalen Vince. Number 22, Jay Hicks. Number 32, Camden Ferguson. And number 40, Dakota King. And that is the William Pace Pacers starting five for this game.
And for the Averett Cougars, we have number 5, TJ McAllister. Number 2, James Contreras Jr. Number 35, Charles Bryant. Number 11, Jalen Burnett. And number 50, Mariba Diaby.
And Brent, it looks to be an exciting game. But I'm here at the Chick-fil-A Open and Kickoff. Get your tailgate party started off right with the off-the-grill taste of a Chick-fil-A grilled sandwich or the savory flavor of their chicken nuggets. Chick-fil-A has 2 locations in Danville, one on Riverside Drive and in Danville Mall. And Brent, I don't know about you, Brent, but I can just feel the excitement in the air for this game. We have a great home turnout and a fairly good William Peace turnout here for both sides. So I'm very excited for this game, and I'm looking forward to a ronkers crowd here. Here with the opening tip-off, this is going to be Mariba Diaby jumping against Ryan Emfinger. And Emfinger will win the tip-off for Peace. And this is number 32, Camden Ferguson. Charles Bryant with an early steal here. He's going to take it himself. And he gets the bucket, the steal, the transition bucket, and the 2 points. What a fast start here for Charles Bryant.
Yeah, they're starting to put pressure on early.
And this is Emfinger outside over to Hicks. Hicks over to Ferguson. Ferguson driving, looking for some room. He finds King. He's going to drive in against Diaby. And that shot is good with the right-hand floater. 2-2 is your score. A very fast-paced game so far. And this is going to be TJ McAllister handling the ball here for Averett. He's going to find Jalen Burnett. Over to Mariba Diaby, back to McAllister. He picks up his dribble, finds James Contreras, gives a jab step, drives inside. That right-hand floater is no good. Jalen Burnett picks up the mishandled pass, and TJ McAllister knocks it out accidentally. William Peace will get the ball. Inbound to Vince. Defended by Burnett. Over to Hicks. Back to Emfinger. Emfinger picked up by Charles Bryant. This is Dakota King outside. Back over to Vince. And that floater no good. Charles Bryant skying over everybody else to get that rebound. He is just 7 rebounds away now, Brent, from tying the school record.
Yeah, all the fans will have a countdown going on inside their head. Oh, good move. That was a great post move by Charles.
And you better get used to it because Charles Bryant is one of the better post players in the conference. And that is Dakota King hitting a three-pointer. This is TJ McAllister over to Jalen Burnett. And he's going to drive in, give it off to Charles Bryant. He's going to spot up and shoot. And he makes it. The pull-up jumper. Score 6-5. Averett taking the early lead. And that's Jalen Vance driving in and getting a bucket. James Contreras with the ball over to TJ McAllister.
We have some early substitutions coming on too. Ooh.
And Jalen Burnett will go to the line for two. He sinks the first shot. Darren Kettner will check in here for the Cougars. And he makes the second one. And Ian Best will check in here for Averett. And this will be Vince on top of the ball here for the Pacers, defended by Ian Best. Ian Best playing some great defense here, and Vince able to get to the basket and get the bucket. Charles Bryant. Another basket by Charles Bryant. And that is number 22, Jay Hicks. Ooh. Charles Bryant, the deep three-pointer.
Well, James, nice rebound.
Charles Bryant with another basket. And Charles Bryant is just 6 points away from moving in the top 5 in all-time points for Averett. And that's number 23, Willie Herring, getting the basket for William Peace. That's a three-pointer. TJ McAllister handling the ball here, gives off to James Contreras. And he's going to pull up. Shot no good. Rebounded there by Herring. And that's going to be Vince driving in there. Basket no good. And there's going to be a timeout called on the court. We're going to take it with him here at the Averett Sports Network. We are back here at the Grant Center again. My name is Eddie Glenn, joined by Brent Hammer. Everett men's basketball team going up against the William Peace Pacers. The score is 14-12. Pacers out in front early. And this is Dakota King outside. Over to number 32, Ferguson. Ferguson over to Herring. Herring over to Burwell. And he's going to find Herring open on the three-point line. No good. And I believe that was number 23, William Herring. Or excuse me, no, that was number 32, Ferguson, taking that three-pointer. No good on the play. James Contreras in transition. Finding Charles Bryant down low. He got double-teamed. And he got his own rebound somehow over 3 William Peace Pacers and still getting the bucket. Charles Bryant triple-teamed. Getting the rebound over 3 players, getting the bucket over 3 more players.
I just showed you how dominant of a player he is.
Charles Bryant playing completely out of his mind in his first half. Ian Best called on that foul. And Brent, in the first 5 minutes of this game, Charles Bryant has 12 points, and he is now tied for 5th all-time in points here for Averett. And he's also just 6 away from tying the school rebound record. And this is Dakota King outside for the Pacers. That three-pointer is good for his second of the game. It's going to be Austin DeLucia. Back to James Contreras. Contreras over to Ian Best. Ian Best is going to avoid the screen there from Metter. Gives it back to James Contreras. James Contreras driving in, getting the bucket.
Tough layup.
His first 2 points of the game. Dakota King blocked by Charles Bryant. There's the number 24, Chris Thomas, over to number 20, Burwell. And he finds number 32, Ferguson, outside for a good three-pointer. Charles Bryant decides to drive in, gives him the spin move. Nice post moves there, Brent Hammer. And Charles Bryant is now the sole leader in that 5th place spot for most points all time. He is now top 5 in points and top 3 in rebounding. And that was Ferguson on another three-point attempt. No good that time. This will be Burwell with the ball. Over to Herring. Herring back to Burwell. Burwell's going to drive in and get the bucket. (22-18) is your score right now. William Peace out in front early on. James Contreras, way to get to the basket there. Leave his man on the perimeter, but he just can't get the shot to fall. Burwell is going to pull up jumper that. No good. We're going to have Jamal Ford, Mariba Diaby, and Jalen Burnett check into the game here. And there's a timeout called on the court. We're going to take it here with him at the Averett Sports Network. We are back here at the Grant Center. High-paced college basketball action here in Danville, Virginia. William Peace Pacers going up against Averett University Cougars. Conference play here. This is going to be Vance picked up by Jamal Ford. And that's number 13, Ryan Emfinger on the deep three.
That was a very questionable call, Eddie.
This is Vance inbounding to Emfinger. Emfinger defended by Jamal Ford over to King. King, nice passing here by the Pacers. Vance with the ball. Vance pull-up jumper, no good. Rebounded there by Jamal Ford. Jalen Burnett in transition here. Jalen Burnett looking for space to work. He finds Jamal Ford outside. Jamal Ford to Charles Bryant. Charles Bryant is getting double teamed in the post, Brent.
Yeah, they have to know that he's a threat whenever he gets on the block.
And you're going to have to double team him or else he will go for a barrage of points.
Double, triple, quadruple team even.
Jamal Ford inbounding to Charles Bryant. Pull-up jumper, no good there. Rebounded down low by Jalen Burnett. He's going to go to the line for 2 more free throws. Jalen Burnett sinks the first one as TJ McAllister will come in.
TJ McAllister comes in for your Cougars.
And Jalen Burnett makes the second one. James Contreras will check in. Averett playing with a smaller lineup here. This is Vance with the ball here. He finds Emfinger way down the court. Back to Vance. And this is number 22, Hicks, with the ball. That's a nice charge.
Play by Jalen.
TJ McAllister handling the ball here for Averett. He's double teamed. He finds James Contreras. James Contreras putting up the shot, looking for the foul. Doesn't get the foul, but he gets the bucket to drop. 22-22 is your score. We're knotted up here. This is number 21, McLean, with the ball here. Defended by Charles Bryant. Over to 13, Emfinger. And that's number 24, Chris Thomas. Coming out the game, as well as number 21, Trey McLean. It will remain William Peace ball here. This is Emfinger outside, defended by Charles Bryant. He finds Ferguson for another three-pointer, not good again. Jalen Burnett sees a lane, takes it, doesn't get the bucket. And that's King on the rebound. And this is number 22, Hicks. Over to Emfinger. Emfinger driving in against James Contreras. Puts up the shot. No good.
Offensive rebound.
Shot clock resets. Vance outside, looking to set up a play here. And Vance drives in against good defense against the bucket. Jamal Ford over to Jalen Burnett, who's going to handle the ball here. Finds James Contreras in the corner. Finds TJ McAllister for three, and it's good. 25-24 is your score. Averett out in front. And that's Ferguson for another three-pointer that is no good.
Jamal had a great closeout on that shot.
We're going to have some subs come in for William Peace. Forward inbounds to Burnett. Burnett, the sophomore transfer, who has been absolutely phenomenal for this Averett basketball team. As James Contreras is double teamed. Over to Jalen Burnett, who's going to drive in and find Charles Bryant for the easy bucket. And this is number 20, Burwell, with the ball here.
Jamal with another great closeout.
And that's going to be number 23, Herring.
Another rebound.
Herring on the shot. Timeout called on the court. We're going to take it here with them at the Averett Sports Network. Back here at the Grant Center. Your score 27-24, Averett lead, and it is Averett ball, inbounded to James Contreras. He's going to drive in, find an open Darren Kettner for three, and it's good. And this is going to be number 20, Burwell. This is King down low.
Oh.
TJ McAllister in transition for Averett. A transition three-pointer. No good. And a mishandled pass there for William Peace. It's going to be Averett ball. Austin DeLucia checks in here to give Charles Bryant a break. Jamal Ford over to James Contreras. Contreras back to McAllister. McAllister going to drive in. He's going to pull back out. Over to Austin DeLucia, wide open on the three-point line, and it's good. This is number 20, Burwell. And that's number 24, Chris Thomas. His shot is no good. TJ McAllister. And James Contreras is going to slow it down. And James Contreras driving in there, gets the ball knocked out of his hands. And that's King. Three-pointer just sails under the rim. James Contreras to TJ McAllister. He's going to pull up for another three-pointer, just short. Jamal Ford coming up with the steal there. And Averett's playing great basketball right now, Brent.
Indeed they are, Eddie. What they're doing on the defensive end is unmatched. Yeah. I think that if they keep doing this, they may run up the score. Who knows? It seems that William Peace doesn't really like the pressure whenever they get inside the paint. Like we were saying pregame, we need to limit their perimeter shots and make them go inside.
And James Contreras is at the line. And that is a rare miss by James Contreras. James going to step to the line and look to push this lead to 10 here early on in this first half. And he does. James Contreras almost knocks that ball away from Enfinger. Way to get back on defense, though, by Averett. And it looks like we have Vince Contreras and Jalen Burnett checking to the game there. But that's number 44, Paul Dunlap, getting the points in the paint for William Peace. This is Vince Contreras. James Contreras in the corner. Austin DeLucia in the post. Back to James Contreras. He's going to put up a three-pointer, and it's good. That foul is called on Austin DeLucia. 37-26 is your score.
It's getting a little chippy out there, Eddie.
It definitely is. Both teams wanting to win this game bad.
Great defense there, that trap defense at half court.
And that's going to be
a rare miss from the arc.
And Vince Contreras in transition. Way to slow it down and play smart basketball there.
Kettner looking off the screen and bounces off his head.
Austin DeLucia, great defense there.
Defense again by Averett. 11-point lead right now, Eddie, and I think he'll keep growing.
Well, they're going to have to keep playing the way they are. Jalen Burnett gave a little bit of an elbow. As it looks like we're going to have a timeout called on the court. We're going to take it here with them at the Averett Sports Network. welcome back here to the Grant Center. An exciting game so far. 37-26, your Cougars are out in front. And they are playing great basketball right now. This is Vance. As Averett is playing almost like a half-court press here. And it's number 21, McLean, with the ball. He's going to take the screen.
Great defense by Kettner. Another miss. Oh.
And that's King down there getting a rebound in the putback. This is Jalen Burnett here on top of the ball. He finds Darren Kettner. As we like to see that good sportsmanship there on the foul. Neither player getting hostile, but both helping each other up.
Especially being as chippy of a game as it is right now.
So Darren Kettner will go to the line for two. And Kettner's shot is good. TJ McAllister and Ian Best will check into the game for Averett. Shot is good. And this is M-Finger on the ball. Over to McLean. McLean back to M-Finger. M-Finger looking for space. He finds King with the spot-up jumper, and it's good.
Averett's looking to slow it down. Run out this first half clock.
And Charles Bryant in the post. He's going to draw the double team again.
And draw the foul.
And he gets the
as well.
foul. And Charles Bryant will go to the line for two more.
It's going to be a long day for them.
And I mean, they're trying, Brent, there. Just a one-on-one matchup's not going to work against Charles Bryant, as you're going to have to foul him. But they're trying to double and sometimes even pull three for the triple team. And Charles Bryant is still going to get his as he makes both of his free throws. This is McLean with the ball here. Over to Ferguson. Ferguson to Vance. Vance to McLean. He's driving in.
Great defense again. I guess he was too open.
This is Charles Bryant. Nice pass to find Darren.
assist. You can say Charles is a Swiss Army knife this game.
He's getting it done. Rebounds, blocks, points, assists. He's doing it all.
Look.
Good physical play down there in the paint. DK just called for that foul.
Kettner and David King were going at it, fighting for position down there in the post as well.
And I was sending King to the line. As he makes it, he's going to get one more. King misses the second one. Contreras there for the rebound.
William Peace is trying to double team every time they come off of a screen.
TJ McAllister finding Darren Kettner.
Coach Dorino wanted TJ to shoot that ball when they got it in the corner. But, you know, TJ is a facilitator. He's trying to get the assist before any points.
It's always about finding the extra pass with him, you know.
Always.
But the coaches do want to see more shooting from their players, as this is King with the ball here for William Peace.
Kettner is working in the post tonight.
TJ McAllister.
And one.
And he's going to get the and one.
High arcing shot goes in.
Just 40 seconds left in this first half. Your Cougars lead now by 13 points. Marib Diaby is going to check into the game here. And Ferguson's also going to check in. Just 10 seconds separate the shot and game clock. As Vance is going to drive in, he finds Imfinger. Imfinger pump fake, drive
TJ.
in.
Oh,
and TJ gets called for the block.
He didn't have his feet set. He kind of hopped into it. He was in perfect position.
And the basket counts there for Imfinger. He's going to get one more. 29 seconds left in this half. Timeout called on the court. We're going to take it here with them at the Averett Sports Network. Back. It would be Averett's inbound here. Charles Bryant will handle the ball. He's defended by King. There's going to be a timeout call with 21 seconds left. We're going to take it here with him at the Averett Sports Network. And welcome back. 21 seconds left. Jamal Ford with inbound.
Ooh, they were looking for a foul call. As I think number 15, Jalen Vince, had a hold of James's jersey.
Nevertheless, it is William Peace's ball on the mishandled pass. Just 10 seconds remain on the clock for this half. Imfinger's going to put up the three-pointer.
And there's going to be Averett ball. James with a great take to the hoop. drawing the bucket and the foul, going for a three-point play with 6/10 of a second left in the half. I'll tell you what, Eddie, Averett has been attacking the rim like it was a mission.
They have really been getting after it this game. And we'll see here. James Contreras increases this lead to 13 before the half. We're going to have Mariba Diaby check into the game.
William Peace is trying to just get a heave. Nope. They're just going on to
Scores
it.
49-36 at the half. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back here with the halftime show. And welcome back to the Grand Center. This is the Planet Fitness halftime show. What an exciting first half. Your Cougars up 49-36. And I'm here with the Week in AU Sports presented by Wilkins and Company Realtors. And Brent, me and you broadcasted a basketball game earlier that the Cougars unfortunately lost. They started off strong early, scoring 7 runs through 2 innings. But the Maroons just fought back really hard and never gave up. And they eventually pulled out the win.
Yeah, Averett came off with a great start, but then they just couldn't finish it. I think that going into next game, they need to just focus on finishing instead of getting confident in their play thus far and just going off of that.
Definitely, and looking forward for the men. They play Maryville this Saturday at 2 o'clock here at the Grant Center. So Averett looks to ride that first half momentum into the second half, keep playing great defense, keep playing great offense, and they're going to look to win this game here today and win on Saturday and hopefully move into first place, bringing the conference tournament here to the Grant Center. But we're going to take one more quick break, and we'll be back with the rest of the halftime show. And welcome back to the Grant Center. My name is Eddie Glenn. I'm joined by Brent Hammer. Extremely exciting collegiate basketball happening right now. It's everything you could wish for. 49-36, Averett Cougars out in front of William Peace. And it is a great game. Averett playing great defense, getting out, scoring a lot of points. Charles Bryant, 18 first half points. He's just a few more rebounds away from that record. In fact, he's only, if he finishes with 6 more rebounds, he will definitely have that record for Averett, leading all time in rebounds. So, I'm here with the Kickback Jacks first half stats and R.A. Whitlow painting and floor sanding player of the half. I'm going to read off a few William Peace stats. Leading the way is Dakota King with 13 points and 5 rebounds. And then we have Jalen Vince with 6 points, 2 assists. Then we have Ryan Emfinger with 5 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. And then right behind him is Willie Herring, 3 points, 2 rebounds. And then Camden Ferguson, 3 points, 1 rebound. Jay Hicks, 2 points, 1 rebound. And Paul Dunlap with 2 points. So William Peace is going to have to score the ball some more. That's their specialty, is they score the 3 ball. And right now, Averett is keeping up with them and shooting at a higher percentage from 3-point land. And William Peace can't let Averett beat them at their own game if they want to win. So, Brent, do you want to read off some Averett Cougar stats?
Yeah, Eddie. Charles Bryant, leading the way with 18 points and 4 rebounds. James Contreras with 11 total points and 4 rebounds as a tie-in with Charles. Also, Darren Kettner is having a great game. It doesn't show up in the stat line, but Kettner with 7 points and 2 rebounds, but he's also playing great defense down in the post. And Averett 4 for 7 from deep compared to William Peace's 4 for 14. And I think if we keep playing the way we are, we'll come out of here with a big win going into the weekend.
And Brent, who do we have for our R.A. Whitlow painting and floor sanding player of the half? Who you got?
I have Charles Bryant. The stats line speaks for itself, and then the impact, even off the court, and when he's on the bench, he's out there supporting his teammates.
And right now, I'm going to go with James Contreras. 11 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Only 1 turnover. James Contreras is playing great offense right now, getting to the basket and getting and-one opportunities. And when he doesn't see the basket, he's driving in and kicking it out to get 3-point looks. And right now, Averett shooting 65% from the field, 57% from 3-point land, and 91% free throw percentage. And that's to William Peace's 40% from the field, 28% from 3-point land, which is highly uncharacteristic of William Peace, and 66% from free throw land. So William Peace is going to have to pick up the scoring if they want to continue or if they want to win this game. So, Brent, do you have a BB&T first half diagnosis? Key improvements for this Averett basketball team? I'm going to say if there's any improvements, they're going to have to slow down a little bit. Now, playing fast really worked for them, but they don't want to get caught up in playing so fast that they forget how to run their plays and they start having sloppy turnovers. They have 1 more turnover than William Peace, and they have 2 more rebounds than William Peace. So Averett's playing good right now. They're going to have to continue that in the second half to win this game.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think having a fast pace is good and all, but yet again, if you go too fast, you start making turnovers, and then it could cost yourself the game.
And we're ready for our second half of play. Cougars up 49-36.
Here we get started with the second half. Coach Dorino talking to his men before this inbound.
And it will be William Peace ball to start this second half. 49-36 is your score. Averett out in front. This is number 13, Emfinger. Over to Vance. Outside to King, back to Vance. And Vance getting to the basket. Charles Bryant, another good rebound. Kettner outside, defended by Ferguson. Down low to Charles Bryant, and he gets the bucket. That's his 20th point of this game.
That one-on-one matchup, Charles will win every time.
This is Emfinger. Takes the screen. Over to King, defended by Kettner. Down low to Vince, defended by Contreras to Emfinger. Rebounded by Charles Bryant.
Oh, Jalen.
And Jalen Burnett getting in there and getting that rebound. And they were backing off, daring Jalen Burnett to shoot there.
Eddie, I'll tell you what, Averett is crashing into the glass on offense.
And this is Emfinger in transition.
And a charge.
And Charles Brent is 3 rebounds away from the school career rebounding record here at Averett University.
I think all the fans here know that as well. I think as soon as he gets that rebound that puts him over the mark, the crowd will go absolutely crazy.
And this is Kettner for 3. And it's no good. Rebounded by Charles Bryant. 1 rebound away from tying, 2 away from breaking as he inches closer and closer to that mark. Outside, this is number 22, Hicks.
And a double technical foul.
There's going to be a double technical foul here.
For William Peace, it was number 40, Dakota King, and I think it was against Jalen Burnett for Averett.
And it was.
That's a rare call that you see in college basketball.
Austin DeLucia will check in and get Jalen Burnett out the game.
Dorino's going to let him cool down because it's such a heated matchup right now.
Vince looking for someone to pass it to. He finds Ferguson.
And another foul called, this time on Kettner. It's getting a little bit feisty out here, Eddie.
And this is Vince looking to inbound again.
And that's an offensive foul on Dakota King again. I think he has 4 fouls in the game as well.
And James Contreras over to DeLucia. DeLucia to Bryant. Bryant to DeLucia. DeLucia's going to take the 3 with the
face and still knocks it down.
DeLucia knocks down the 3.
Dead eye. Great defense again by the Cougars. Charles would have got a hand on it, and let's say DeLucia touched it. Eddie, I'll tell you what, they are forcing them to drive in the paint to even more stiff defense.
And Charles Bryant trying to sky up and get those rebounds, just fingertips away. This is Ferguson, defended by DeLucia, over to Burwell, to Herring, over to Hicks, back to Ferguson. And he drives in and gets the bucket.
Almost got that block. Almost a 20-point ball game. Up 18 we are. James looking for someone to make a play.
Finding Charles Bryant.
Double team.
Charles Bryant getting the rebound.
And Eddie, with that, he tied the school record.
And James Contreras inbounds to Charles Bryant. Back to Contreras.
DeLucia, a hand in his face again and still knocks it down. Back-to-back possessions with DeLucia making a big play on offense.
And this is number 20, Burwell, outside. Number 24, Thomas.
10 seconds
Burwell.
on the clock.
They've got to get a shot off. 5 seconds remain.
Mishandled the ball. Contreras with another charge. The awareness of him.
And a timeout called on the court. We're going to take it here with them at the Averett Sports Network. And we're back here at the Averett Sports Network. The Averett Cougars out by 21 points.
Ladies and gentlemen, Charles Bryant is officially 1 rebound away from breaking the all-time record in rebounds. Here comes that double team. James being very active, give and go, and it's a layup. Great feed by Charles. DeLucia playing great defense on the post. David King doing his best to get off of that great defense.
James Contreras on top of the ball here. Charles Bryant backing down. And he puts up a shot and gets fouled. Charles Bryant will go to the line for 2. Extending that lead to 22 points. And Mariba Diaby will check into the game for Averett. And Jamal Ford checks into the game here for Averett. And this is number 10, Kennedy outside. Over to 21, McLean. McLean with the ball here. He's going to make a move to get to the basket.
Stolen by James.
And James Contreras here in transition. And Jamal Ford going to take the screen, give it to DeLucia. DeLucia back to Contreras. TJ McAllister outside for 3, and he misses. And that's number 20, Burwell, making a shot. Timeout is called. We're going to take it here with them. We'll be back here with you at the Grant Center. We are back here at the Grant Center, live basketball action. Your Averett Cougars lead 63-42. James Contreras draws the double team spin move. He gets blocked. Mariba Diaby puts down the dribble, and his shot is no good. And this is Vince. He's going to pass it off. Emfinger outside for three, no good. And Kettner with the rebound. And TJ McAllister in transition. He's going to take it himself, coast to coast, no good. And this is Vince. This is King over to Vince. Vince finding a wide open Thomas in the paint. And he capitalizes on the open look.
Charles coming into the game, next sub. Setting up that double team. Great usage of the screen by McAllister.
And Jamal Ford.
Off screen, and that drains too.
And this is Vince. Back to Thomas. Thomas for three. And he drains one of his own. Jamal Ford back to James Contreras. And he will, that's Chris Thomas drawing the charge. And a platoon swap here for the Cougars. This is Vince to Ferguson. Ferguson.
Wow.
Hand in the face three-pointer. Can't get much better defense than that. But he drains it anyway.
16-point game.
And TJ McAllister gives it off to Ian Best. Ian Best to Darren Kettner. Darren Kettner wide open three-point look.
Another one.
And he gets it. And a timeout is called on the court. We're going to take it here with them at the Averett Sports Network. And this is going to be Vince on top of the ball here for the Pacers. It's picked up by Kettner. And this is number 22 on the shot.
I don't think he was expecting to be that open off that screen.
This is James Contreras. And this is Darren Kettner in the corner. And it's going to be Vince defended by Charles Bryant. Jamal Ford against Ferguson.
Oh.
I'm going to pick up the steal there.
That's a play.
Ian Best with the ball, showing off his handles. He finds Darren Kettner.
And they said that was a travel.
And Austin DeLucia will check into the game here for Averett. Jay Hicks inbounds to Vince. Vince over to Mfinger. Mfinger will find King outside. And this is number 23, Herring. Back to King. King over to Mfinger. Mfinger back to Vince. Mfinger, nice pump fake. And Vince capitalizes. Ian Best will handle the ball here for the Cougars. And Charles Bryant gets the ball. Over to Jamal Ford. He's going to take the three-pointer. No good.
And
Charles gets the rebound to break the record and the and-one attempt. Charles Bryant breaks the record. Charles Bryant, now your career leader in rebounds here for the Averett University Cougars. What an amazing accomplishment here for Charles Bryant. An amazing 4 years here at this school. And he's really put in the work to achieve such a high honor.
They say leave your mark, and he's left his mark in possibly one of the most unnoticeable categories.
And it's really an important part of basketball. Points is nice, but when you can get rebounds, you can get wins. And Charles Bryant embodies that rebounding category. Jamal Ford.
Defensive effort right there. But back to what you were saying, if you rebound the ball, you have a really good chance of winning the ball game. They always say win the rebounding battle.
And Brent, you could hear the student section go crazy there when Charles Bryant got that rebound, as they knew. And Jamal Ford with a nice steal. He finds Ian Best. Ian Best to Darren Kettner, and he gets the bucket. Nice defense there from Charles Bryant.
Ooh.
And a charge called there against number 20, John Burwell.
That's the third charging foul against William Peace.
And Charles Bryant will come off the court and get a chance to celebrate and soak in the glory of Ben Averett's all-time leader in rebounds. James Contreras is going to drive. He finds Austin DeLucia. DeLucia to Ian Best. Ian Best is going to put up the shot. And it is no good. Looks like he got too excited over the open look.
And a reach-in foul. They're going to call out a blocking foul on Jamal.
Inbound to Mfinger. Burwell on the ball again. That's King.
James, good
Shot no good.
Yeah, James is shaking his head after that call. They're calling a foul. They're calling a late blocking foul on James after the ball has already been cleared.
And this is Burwell looking for anybody to pass it to. And he finds Mfinger, defended by Kettner.
Jamal is putting in work down there in the post.
So King defended by James.
Oh.
And Darren Kettner getting a hold of that ball, just caught a little bit of that hand there. That will draw the foul. And that will send Dakota King to the line for 2 shots.
Dakota King has really been the X factor for William Peace.
And he makes the first one. In comes number 2, Joshua Jones for the Pacers.
.1 game.
And he makes the second one as well. As we're going to have number 24, Chris Thomas, check in as well to give King a break. DeLucia will inbound to Ian Best.
William Peace is trying to push more pressure onto Averett with that full court press. And then they're going to go into that half court trap. Looking for them to make a mistake.
And James Contreras directing traffic, looking to set up a play here. So Ian Best over to James Contreras, a pull-up jumper. And that's good for 2. And this is Burwell on the ball here for William Peace. And he found number 22, Jay Hicks. That's just a good play to find the lane and get the open man in the paint. 76-56 is your score. Averett out in front. Austin DeLucia in the corner to Ian Best. Ian Best finds space and give it to James. Down low to AD, Austin DeLucia. And he is fouled on the shot. Now we'll send him to the line for 2. Timeout called.
Just a few minutes ago in the game, Averett's Charles Bryant became the Averett University all-time career leading rebounder. Surpassing DeMarcus Morrison's
As Charles, we're going to stay here. We're not going to take the break. Charles Bryant, a all-time leader in rebounds for Averett University. A well-deserved accomplishment as he puts in the work day and night.
It just shows the character that Charles has, that they took the time out of this game to congratulate him, and everyone was clapping for him and trying to give him high fives and everything, and he just wanted to get to the bench and continue playing this game because we still have 7:20 left in this game. And he's about getting this win. He's more about the team than individual success.
And you are right, Brent. There is 7:22 left in this game. Averett up by a whopping 20 points, 76-56. Both teams in the bonus. And Brent, it has been a good game to say the absolute least so far. And this is what you expect out of college basketball, is excitement. And Averett has delivered a show for the crowd tonight. Austin DeLucia, that ball rolls around the rim, takes a trip, thinks about going in before it finally does. And Jalen Burnett will check into the game for Jamal Ford. Second shot goes in. And this is Burwell pushing the pace here, but he will be picked up. And that's Ferguson. Three-point attempt, hand in the face. He doesn't care. One of the better three-point shooters on this Pacer team. Just 7 minutes remain in this ball game. Averett lead by 19. And he is trapped here. Austin DeLucia, the deep three, hand in the face and all. And he makes it. And Austin DeLucia shot that three from way deep downtown in the suburbs somewhere of Danville.
Down in the River District shooting it.
He took that shot from the Riverwalk, and he made it with a hand in the face and all. And James Contreras called.
Unbelievable shot. Unbelievable confidence as well in his game. And the student section giving him props on that last shot.
Austin DeLucia, just an amazing shot there. Brent, I don't know. That's probably going to go down as one of the best shots in school history if there was such thing. As we mentioned earlier, he took that shot from somewhere in the locker room. And Vince misses his second shot. 21-point lead for your Cougars. Charles Bryant outside. Over to Austin DeLucia. DeLucia to Kettner. Kettner's going to back down. Puts up the floater. He put up the floater, and it is good. And this is Imfinger all alone, three-point land. He doesn't jump. Flat feet, still feet. He makes it. And we're going to take this time out here with him at the Averett Sports Network. Welcome back here to the Grant Center. Exciting basketball action. If you're a Cougar fan, if you're a William Peace fan, you're going to want to see more out of your Pacers. But nevertheless, exciting basketball here. Inbound to Jalen Burnett. 83-63 is your score. 6 minutes remain in this game.
They're bringing that double team around again. Jalen Burnett taking it himself and looking for, there we go, the late foul call, but a foul call nonetheless.
Jalen Burnett will go to the line for two.
Jalen Burnett, you know, he was just bobbing and weaving around that whole Pacer defense and ended up rewarding himself with a trip to the line.
And they tried to double team him with every player on the court. I think he dribbled past just about every defender they had. That sudden burst of speed to get to the rim. As he misses both of his free throws, not a good trip to the charity stripe. As this is Thomas outside.
And Kettner called on off-ball foul.
And this will send King to the line. 4-2. Checking into the game here is Willie Herring. He's going to check in and get Ferguson off the court. The hot hand shooter for William Peace. And Brent, we talked about Austin DeLucia's deep three-pointer. Ferguson has put up a bunch of his own so far. And into the game for his first minutes of this year will be Timothy Henry, the freshman out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. He was hurt early on, but he will get to see time in this game. TJ McAllister on top of the ball here as he is double teamed. Gives it off to Jalen Burnett as he makes the dunk, driving in all by himself.
That got the crowd on their feet, Eddie.
And that's Willie Herring answering with a three-pointer. Jalen Burnett really bringing the energy today. TJ McAllister. And that's a pull-up jumper for Charles Bryant. And that Brent is automatic. There's a timeout call. We're going to take it here with him at the Averett Sports Network. We are back here at the Averett Sports Network, live from the Grant Center. Averett Cougars against the William Peace Pacers. 87-68 is your score. Your Averett Cougars lead late in this ball game. Under 5 minutes remain. Charles Bryant, 29 points. He has a double-double in this game. And this is going to be Jalen Burnett handling the ball here as he is double teamed. And he finds Charles Bryant found Austin DeLucia. Austin DeLucia checked into the game, he made his first free throw. Getting a little tongue-tied there. As we have number 22, Jay Hicks, check in for William Peace. AD makes the second one. 89-70 is your score. Averett up by 19. Jalen Burnett.
Great defense by Burnett. They just couldn't do anything about that.
Good defense there from Jalen Burnett. Vince just going in and getting a bucket.
Oh,
Charles Bryant finding Timothy Henry.
Too much power on that shot.
Looks like he might have got a little excited to grab his first career points here at Averett. TJ McAllister will get to the bucket, and he is fouled. And that will send him to the line for 2 free throws. Timeout called on the court. We're going to take it here with them at the Grant Center. And we're back here at the Grant Center. TJ McAllister will go to the charity stripe. And he sinks the first one. 90-72 is your score. Your Averett Cougars lead. And TJ McAllister makes the second one. James Contreras will check into the game here for Timothy Henry. This is Ferguson, as they're going to play him tight, as he will shoot the three. And that's Thomas, Chris Thomas, getting fouled there. TJ McAllister on top of the ball here for Averett. As he's got to get across half court, and he does. TJ McAllister over to Jalen Burnett. Jalen over to TJ McAllister. He had an open three-point attempt. And Charles Bryant getting another rebound and another bucket. That puts him over 30 points for the game. 31 points in this game for Charles Bryant. And that's number 22, Jay Hicks, getting the bucket and fouled on the play. He's going to go to the line for one more shot. And it looks like William Peace will sub out everyone on the court. And as soon as Jay Hicks is done with his free throw, he's going to get subbed out as well.
Avery's playing an all-around great game tonight, having 93 on the scoreboard and limiting a powerful William Peace squad who's known for that lethal three-point shot, and they're only limiting them to 77 points.
93-77 is your score. A hair over 2.5 minutes to play in this ball game, as number one Malik Gaylord is defending James Contreras. James Contreras is going to take him to the basket, and he's going to get 2 points. And this is number 2, Joshua Jones. He picked up his dribble. Over to Michael Gaylord. Back to Jones. Jones driving in. And that's Gaylord on the shot, and he sinks the bucket. James Contreras goes coast to coast, gets the 2 points, and he's going to go to the line for one more, as he does so well. And we're going to have a platoon swap for the Cougars as well. We're going to have Lewis Patrick Mua onto the court, along with Jamal Ford, Darren Kettner, and Ian Best. And it looks like as soon as James Contreras gets done shooting his free throw, his younger brother, Vince Contreras, will check onto the court to come and sub him out.
James had one heck of a game tonight.
This is Michael Gaylord. And that's number 10, Kennedy, on a three-point attempt, and it is good. Timeout called. We're going to take it here with them at the Averett Sports Network. Welcome back here to the Grant Center. You're listening to the Averett Sports Network. My name is Eddie Glenn. I'm joined by Brent Hammer. Your score is 98-82. A hair over a minute and a half to play in this game. Your 5 on the court for the Cougars is Vince Contreras, Ian Best, Jamal Ford, David Metter, and Louis Patrick Mua. All freshmen on the court here for the Cougars. And this could be your starting 5 here in a couple of years. Timeout called.
We have timeout. Fans, we do remind you at the conclusion of the game, we ask that you please keep on the basketball court.
We're going to take it here with them at the Averett Sports Network. Back here at the Grant Center, a freshman 5 for your Cougars. And almost a steal there. And a shot clock violation. That's a turnover. Ball will go to William Peace. Jamal Ford on the rebound. And he's going to take the three-pointer deep. Just sails past the rim there. And that's Michael Gaylord driving in, getting the foul. He's going to go to the line for 2.
Coach Dorino not happy with Jamal's last shot selection.
Looks like he wanted Jamal to drain the clock there.
Only 8 seconds separate the shot and game clock here, Eddie, and it's been a good game.
It has, and barring any miracle here late in this game with just 30 seconds remaining, I think your Cougars will finish this game with a W. Vince Contreras for a 3. David Metter couldn't haul it in. Thrown off of an Averett player. 7 seconds remain on the clock. Your Cougars lead 98-84. Michael Gaylord driving into the paint, getting the bucket. And with the clock running out, your score is 98-86. Your Averett Cougars win. We'll be back here with you at the Averett Sports Network for the post-game show. what a game if you join us. We're here at the Grant Center listening to the Averett Sports Network. My name is Eddie Glenn, joined by Brent Hammer here with the English Construction Postgame Show. Stressed out over planning a wedding or hosting a special event? Need rental equipment for that construction or landscaping project you wanted to start? Then go see the folks down at Big Sky Rents and Events, who remind you that their inventory really is as big as the Montana sky. And Brent, who do you have for your American National Bank big money player of the game?
I mean, yeah, you have to go to Charles Bryant. He did exceptionally well offensively and defensively, as he does night in, night out. And he had 31 points with 11 rebounds. Yet again, another double-double. And he went 5 for 5 from the free throw line, which is extremely good. And he only missed 4 shots from the field, which is really good as well. And then, of course, James having a great game, but I don't think it was good enough to top Charles.
Well, Brandon, I'm going to take James Contreras, 20 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal. James Contreras played really good, but there's no doubting how big a night Charles Bryant had. 31 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block, 1 steal. And not to mention that he is the career all-time leader in rebounds at Averett University. A momentous occasion. I'm glad I was the one to be able to call it. A day I will look back on, and I'm sure you as well, as this has been your first game that you have called on air. Charles Bryant, congratulations, man. And here we have the Averett Booksellers Bookstore final stats. Just going to read off a couple of leaders here. For William Peace, we have Dakota King, 21 points and 6 rebounds. Camden Ferguson, 11 points. Jalen Vince, 10 points. And then Jalen Vince also had 6 assists and a steal. So William Peace didn't play bad, but they just didn't play good enough to topple Averett.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, they say you live by the 3, you die by the 3, and that was the case here. They just couldn't get that 3 ball going. And then they were forced to go inside to even more stiff defense by the Cougars.
And just the Coca-Cola look ahead, we're going to talk about Maryville for just a little bit. I think the only thing that needs to be said is Averett is on a hot streak right now. Well, they lost to Covenant. They've won a lot of games in conference. They might even be tied for first right now. And, Brent, if they could play the way they did today, Saturday, against Maryville, there's no doubt that Averett will pick up a win.
Of course, I mean, Maryville is a solid squad, and it'll be a tough outing, but I think Averett will pull it out and possibly take over that number 1 spot, bringing the conference tournament here to Danville.
And, Brent, it's been a pleasure. Fans, we want to thank you for joining us. For Brent Hammer, I'm Eddie Glenn, and we'll see you next time.